Welcome back to the KickNPost YouTube channel and podcast with your hosts Amal Thompson and Chris Perry. Player profiles, fourth running back we've covered. Fourth? Nah, third. Third running back we've covered. Tyjae Spears. You guys there's probably more people who know of this man now. If you watched the Cotton Bowl, I think it was, against USC. Yeah, Cotton Bowl against USC. Last game of the season. Tulane versus USC. Caleb Williams. Everybody was there to watch that man ball out. Jordan Addison. Everybody was there to watch that man ball out. You know who had the best game on the day?
Who?
Tyjae Spears. 17 attempts, 205 yards, and 4 touchdowns against the number 10 ranked team in the country. And they won, might I add. Shouts out to the American Conference. Tyjae Spears dealt with injury earlier in his career. Had a little knee thing. But if you go back and check out this year, which was his junior year, so still a younger back, not really, the fifth-year senior that we referenced last time, or like the Zach Charbonnets, who are 5-year seniors. This man still has a little bit, I think, growing to do in his body still. He's 209, though, 5'10", 209. Does not have an official 40 time as of recording, but he looks like 4.5 to sub 4.5 to me on tape, especially breakaway.
Game speed sub 4.5.
Yeah, game speed sub 4.5. I am enamored with the way this man runs the ball in between the tackles, or also the fact that it takes more than an arm tackle to just bring this man down. He seems like a strong runner at 5'9", 210. That's my stance on the whole thing. I think I might be lying about that 210. I think he's closer to the 100 side. Let me double check that. But he's shown the ability to have a large workload. Had a 35 carry game against Cincinnati. There's certain running backs that have got drafted even last year that didn't have that many carries in college, period. I won't say any names, but you know who I'm talking about. I think
he's 5'10", 201, by the way.
Yeah, 5'10", 201. I think this man, in the right system, has the opportunity to be a Kareem Hunt type of player. A lot of people comp him to Alvin Kamara. I see a lot more Kareem Hunt in him. I don't think he's the same type of bruiser, but I think he's more of a downhill runner than Kamara. I think his receiving skills are decent. I don't think he catches the ball like Kamara at all. I really see Kareem Hunt in this man with a little bit more juice in terms of speed, not as much bulk. I think he would be a great RB1 for a team, but he'd be even better as a complementary back, where you give him probably 10 to 15 carries a game, sprinkle in some pass catching work for him. Did see some solid pass protection out of him also on film. And again, I watched him shred UCF twice this year. We were able to still win a game with him going for 8 and 130. And then we played them in the American Conference Championship, and he mollywalked us, dog-walked us in the championship game. So, when you see it on film, it's all I really need to see sometimes. I think landing spots for this man, that would be great. I'm going to say it again. Drop him right where he was playing before. He would be a great fit in New Orleans. I think you're looking at a team that might be missing Alvin Kamara for a few games. I think he'll be a very, very good back for that team that just signed Jamal Williams, and you could utilize him in that Kamara role while he's either, serving suspension or potentially out the door soon because he's getting up there in age. What?
No, you said suspension. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's looming. They still got to figure it out. They might settle out of court, but like we say all the time, if you guys watch us when it comes to this kind of stuff, once the video came out, that was the nail in the coffin. If they could have kept that video under wraps, things would have been way better. But as of now, because the video came out, you can't deny it anymore. There's no deniability on what happened. I think another nice landing spot for a guy like Tyjae, I'm down with the Cincy comp this time.
Hey,
my
guy.
I think it would be a good fit for him out there as well. Great weapons on the outside. I think, again, with the way he runs the ball, he's a very strong runner.
Yep.
I think he could make it past the second level of defense without having the cleanest pocket. That's my stance on him as a runner. I know some guys that if they get caught with something from the jump, from off the line, that's it. I could see him earn extra yardage past that. He just looks really strong on his feet, Hopefully you guys could pick that up from his highlight tape as well. Chris, please cut the first minute off where he's just running at the goal line. I think he has good goal line vision, but that's not what we're trying to see. Even though people love Jamal Williams in
throw
fantasy,
it all in there,
even though people like Jamal
judge.
Williams in fantasy, and that's all he did last year, but that's a talk for a different video. Goal line vision is important, but 1 yard runs aren't exciting.
I think you should see it as well. That was my biggest knock, is like a lot of his highlights were like 1 yard away, 2 yards away. But hey, touchdowns are touchdowns. Get them how you can. It doesn't matter. He does run hard. I like that. Looks like he has better hands than the average back. I'll give him that. But I'm not in love with Tyjae as much as you are, Amal. But you know that. And I've been trying. Like, I've watched his tape a couple times now. And I'm just like, Like, he's good, but I do like Chase Brown a lot more. And, I mean, I would definitely put him above Zach. Zach Charbonnet is not good. Just putting that out there.
This is a Zach Charbonnet hate channel. We do not stand for anything Zach Charbonnet. I apologize. And he's probably going to be a beast because of this. And you know what's funny? I think he's going to be
I really hope he is.
day one ready because of size and not speed, but literally like with the way he's built as a back. Like on tape, he looks huge. I don't know why. Every highlight video I watch, I'm like, this man looks bigger than Bijan.
Yeah.
Because of that, the bulk and how big he is, he'll be a day one guy. And dropped in the right situation, again, I see him as a Brian Robinson type. He's big. You'll grind down, get you like maybe 2 yards a carry. But from a fantasy perspective, I just don't see what people are seeing. But some people are in love with this man. Anyway, back to my boy Tyjae.
I'm in love with Tyjae more than him. I got Tyjae top 5 right now for running backs. More on that back end, but he's in the conversation. He should be, I think, late second round. Someone's going to, I wouldn't even say reach, but like go get your guy. Like, he has the talent. And if you rank the prospects as such, I think he deems a second round grade. Just depends on, like you said, team, landing spot, and if they can fill the void that they need to in the first round, then yeah, you can afford to take him in the second round. But every team has needs that needs to be addressed. So hopefully he does land in that situation where it's ready for him. Just like you said, in a system where he can thrive. I like him in Cincy. I would have loved him in Denver if they didn't sign Samaji, but just a team that has someone to lean on, like the NFL is. You need 2 RBs. Go get your boy.
I will say most mocks have him in the 130 to 160 range in terms of pick.
Yeah.
And the combine didn't do him any favors because he didn't run the 40, which everybody's in love with the 40. His bench press reps were 18, not bad. Didn't do much of the athletic drills either. I don't know if he's waiting on Tulane's pro day, but he wasn't like a combine riser like our friend in the past video was. Chase Brown elevated off the combine because of how big of an athlete he was. And that hurts the draft capital, of course, but again, when it comes to those later rounds, teams that are in good situations, they could cook something up back there. Places where I don't want him to land, the Patriots. They have like 7 running backs right now. And I still believe in Pierre Strong, and I would love if it was Ramondre Stevenson and Pierre Strong. I know they added James Robinson to that backfield, but that boy's washed. Yeah. He's cooked. So it's really like, in my opinion, the Ramondre Stevenson and Pierre Strong show. I would not like to see Tyjae added to that mix. Or if Tyjae got dropped in, San Fran, that would suck too. Because now he's behind Elijah Mitchell and CMC, obviously. So I would like him in a situation where he could potentially rise and get some touches. In terms of rookie pick, like I said, when I find prospects I like a lot, I'm willing to overpay. And what is a second round rookie pick if it hits? Even if I miss, how many elite
I know, there's a lot of talent in the second round.
I was about to say, how many elite players have you gotten in the second round of a rookie draft, though? I've been playing Dynasty for about 4 years now. I could count
one that happened
on half a pinky, probably, how many I've gotten, like breakout guys in the second round. All right, give me one.
Jalen Waddle was a second round pick in Champs.
Oh, yeah, he was. George Pickens was a second round pick in one league too last year.
There we go.
T was, I think, a second round pick too. Okay, never mind. There's potential.
Because I always look at all the drafts where I trade all my picks away, and I'm like, damn, I really could have ate right here.
Yeah.
But like, who knows?
Never mind. Never mind.
Elite talent is there. Very I think it's very consistent at this point, but it's like you got to hit. He could be the guy where, like, yeah, he's that guy.
But we got to talk about it, though. You're talking 12
But
picks, and we've named like one guy each from each year. Like, we aren't naming the other 11 that have practically turned into not much. You know what I mean? Like, it's still a bit of a stretch to be like, oh, yeah, there's a hit every year. It's just like,
I feel like there's always value. Like, this is a video
I
for
don't know
another time, but there's always
I don't know
value.
how Jalen Waddle became a second round pick in the Chumps either, though. It's a 10-team league, and somebody took Matt Corral in the first round. I don't think that's a good judge of where people are picking, because there were some wild first round picks in that league.
Hey, bias always plays into a factor in fantasy. No,
That's freaking wild. I don't even.
Your players
That's wild.
have to.
Buddy turned Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I think the 1-3. He could have really cooked something nice. He gave up Cooper Kupp and I think the 1-8 for Amon-Ra St. Brown and the 1-3, and everybody was calling him stupid, but he low-key won. He low-key won, Chris.
Would have if he
didn't pick Matt Corral, and everybody told him not
it.
to, because he would have been there in like the 3rd round, but he still did it. Anyway, video for another time. Yeah. Gets back to my boy Tyjae. I understand your apprehension. I'm willing to spend a mid-second round pick, just like how I feel with Chase. If the situation's right, if I believe enough, or if people stop making as much noise, then I'll wait. But if the situation's too good and I have to overpay, get me in there.
Do it.
Get me in there, because
yes, sir.
I'm not missing
Get
out.
your guy.
I'm not missing out.
Get your
Again,
guy.
what's a second round rookie pick at the end of the day? Most times I just add those in trades for like a sweetener, just so I could get who I want. So,
yeah,
me, I'm a graded at a 2.5, 2.7 range. Again, the Dalton Kincaids and the Michael Myers and the Josh Downs and the Jordan Addisons, all those guys are bulking up the back end of the first and the early second. Quentin Johnston's of the world, right? I gotta be smart about it. Again, it's all about name value, but if I love the guy, I'm gonna shoot for the stars. So,
yes, sir.
where would you? I know you're not the biggest Tyjae fan, but how high on the list does he end up for you?
It doesn't matter because you're taking him before me either way.
Probably.
I have him in the 2nd round, closer to the back. I do like another prospect a little better than Tyjae.
We name
I'll
dropping.
save that for another video.
We name dropping.
You know, the pit guy, the pit kid.
Ooh, I already got the
nice,
stummy
nice.
made up.
But
I don't like him,
yeah.
so I can't wait for that video.
I'm a believer in getting your guy. You know, I don't care the price. If he's your guy, if you believe in him for your own reasons, get him.
Yeah.
Fuck what everybody else says.
That's a
I
fact.
don't care what analysts, I don't care what your boy is saying. If you can look at him and be like, that's my man, go get him.
I'm not staying by him.
Not at 1-3 with Matt Corral, be a little smarter than that. But go get your guy. Okay?
He could have got him at the 1-7. He could have just not traded.
The 1-7, the 1-10, and the 2-5. Not saying that.
He could have just not traded and got him at the 1-7.
back,
And I told him
get your
that.
guy.
I was like, bro, you are tweaking. He's like, nah. I'm like, no, trust me. He is not going to go before your pick on everything.
I thought he was messing around. I really thought it was.
I knew he wasn't, because he's an Ole Miss fan.
Voice.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Matt Corral.
He's an Ole Miss fan. You know what's
Garrett
wild?
Wilson was right after that. What are you
know.
doing? Like,
I know. He folded so hard. Anyway, you know, within reason, go get your guy.
yes.
We have a lot of prospects on the horizon, man. I wish I could just show y'all all the thumbnails that are already pre-made. We got tight end prospects. Chris want me to add Hendon Hooker to the mix because he's making noise.
Hell yeah, that boy's disgusting.
I mean, he's cool. He's cool, and he's going to be – look, I already know who he's going to replace. It's written in the stars.
Who?
Dak Prescott. He's going to Dallas, baby. He going –
Actually, he's not. You know where I think he's going now?
Seattle.
No. Guess who's trading for the number 3 pick now?
Who?
The Tennessee Titans.
Oh, God. Malik Willis somewhere crying in a pillow. That man about to be playing
I don't blame him,
slot.
though, because I'll save it for another video, but if Tennessee does that move, biggest chess move of all time. Like,
The thing is, they're pulling off the same trade. You don't need to do that for Hendon Hooker. Where are they picking in the first round right now?
Yeah, no, they will. Hooker is like rising on everybody's boards right now.
I know.
Like he might go top 10.
Bro, if he goes top
No,
10,
he's actually going top 10.
I think he's a solid
He's
player, but if he goes top 10, it's kind of wild. It's the biggest rise.
It's not. It's not. It's not. When I'm talking about getting your guy and they do this he's the guy. Like this is for another video. He's the guy.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later.
All right. He's going to get added. I already have one orange thumbnail for his teammate Jalen Hyatt. Can't wait to get into that one. Let's name drop. Who's going to be the next one we drop on the channel?
Hey, I'm ready for Hooker. I'm ready for
Okay.
the Pitt running back. I'm ready
Okay.
for Michael. I'm ready for Dalton Kincaid.
Okay. So I'm going to
I'm
list
ready
them
for
in order.
Darnell.
We're going Hooker next. Then we're going Israel Abanikanda. That's your pick guy.
Yeah.
Second. And then we're going Michael Meyer Kincaid, and Washington. We're going to have a little tight end run at the back end there. That's how we're
Let's
going to
get
have
it.
it shake up. All right? But this has been Kick and Post, Player Profiles, 2023 NFL Draft Class. Tyjae, please land on a solid team. The 2-6, which I'll probably have to trade for, but the 2-6. Actually, no, I have it. Or is it the 2-5? I have one of them. It's all you, baby. That's where that pick going. Most likely you or Chase Brown. So we'll catch y'all on the next one. Any
You ain't
closing
getting
thoughts,
Chase.
Chris?
Get your guy. We'll
And
catch
that's
you
a
next
fact.
time.
Peace.